know I got the receipts, girl. You know I got the receipts. Hey y'all, welcome back to the SweetPeaDiaries. It's your girl Sweet Pea, and I'm back with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the SweetPeaDiaries. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We have to do this all over again. I hate YouTube. Y'all know what time it is. Oh my God, who we got in the building? Did you guys come back? Nikki, thank you. It's Nikki, not Nikki, my moderator, Monica, my moderator, Stephen Braxton, Skylife, NiQ, you guys are back. I know. I can't make sense of YouTube. You know they hating with me. Honey, that ain't nothing but that goddamn voodoo. Kelsey and them, thank you, Jeffrey. That ain't nothing but Sabrina, Jeffrey, hey, you guys. That ain't nothing but them goddamn Illuminatis. They mad at me for telling the truth, honey. I know Kelsey and them. Kelsey the one did that. But yeah, I have to start this over. I don't know what happened. My stream froze. Then people was like it was back. But by that time, I had already done cut it off. So we're going to have to start over. And I'm going to do it over. Thank you guys for returning. We're just going to jump right into it. A quick word from our sponsor, and then, yeah, we're going to get into it. The future of health is clear with Ritual. Daily essentials with good intentions for living life or creating it. Now, Ritual has the multivitamin for women, prenatal vitamins, a daily shake, and a multivitamin for men. Those are just some of their products. Ritual is easy to start and easy to cancel. Now, Ritual's team of scientists and nutritional experts are on a mission to turn your new healthy habit into a ritual. They offer free shipping, control of your own delivery date, free and easy cancellation, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. So click the link in the description box and get started today at making Ritual part of your daily health regimen. Okay, you guys. So yes, we have a full lineup tonight. We're going to be talking about Will and Jada. Of course, this is not going to go away anytime soon, so we're going to get into that. We're going to talk about Kanye. He pulls out of Coachella, taking Travis Scott with him. We're going to talk about Tory Lanez. He posted a $350,000 bail, and some are speculating that could have been Kelsey, could have been the one that did this to Megan. So let's just jump right into it, you guys. All right. The slap that was heard across the world. Okay. The slap. Now, Chris Rock got slapped by Will Smith, and we all know about this, okay? But Jada has recently said that she is not too happy with Will about this. Now, insiders, you know it's always a source, honey. We're going to get into this source because they are saying that this source says that Jada says it was in the heat of the moment, that Will was overreacting, and she's a little disappointed. And this source also says that Jada does not need any type of protecting, okay? Now, Jada says she's not angry with Will after he slapped Chris Rock, but she just wishes that he didn't get physical with Chris. Now, what else were you expecting your man to do if you looked at him like, you better go up there and handle it? What did you think he was going to do? But whatever. Now, this source says it was in the heat of the moment and it was Will overreacting. He knows that and she knows that. They are in agreement that he overreacted. Now, this incident is only 3 months after Jada addressed her hair loss on social media, saying that it was a result of alopecia. Now, she said, at this point, I can only laugh. Y'all know I've been struggling with alopecia, and just all of a sudden one day, look at this line right here, she said about her scalp. Now, this is going to be a little bit more difficult for me to hide, so I thought I'd just share it so y'all not asking me any questions. But you know mama's going to put some rhinestones in there, and I'm going to make me a little crown. Now, when asked about how did Will feel about her shaved head, she said he loves it. Now, this was on a September 21st episode of the Red Table Talk. She said, it was just time. I was just ready for that kind of expression and release. I'm so glad I did it. It was such a beautiful experience and such a freedom. I feel more connected to myself and to the great divine in a very special way. I was just like, I'm over it. It was just that moment. I was just like, I'm done. I'm just done with the worry. I'm done with the care. I'm just done. Now, also according to this source, they said that Jada didn't want Will to get in an altercation to defend her. This source says she's not one of these women that needs protecting. He didn't need to do what he did. She did not need protecting. She's not a wallflower. She's a strong woman, an opinionated woman, and she can fight her own battles, but she will stand by Will. Now, I don't know how I feel about this, but I will give my commentary after this, all right? Now, we know that the couple has been married since 1997, and this source is stating that their loved ones and family members and friends have supported them through this scandal because they protect their family. They're all about their family and their kids. They've done everything to build this life for themselves. They're very much protected in their own lives, and they do the absolute best they can to protect their loved ones. It's so funny how these sources come out, and they give these statements to the media and the blogs like, who the hell is checking for these sources? No, you guys, it sounds like you get your PR people together and you put a statement together and you say, going down to these blogs, go tell them this. Because who is checking for, just sitting around talking to sources of these celebrities? Y'all PR people going down to these blogs and y'all give statements. Stop the shit with the sources. Now, since the incident, Will issued an apology. He said that it was unacceptable and inexcusable of what took place at the award shows. He says, I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I'm embarrassed of my actions. It is not who I am as a man, and it's not who I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness, he wrote on Instagram on March 28th. He further added, I would also like to apologize to the Academy, the producers of the show, all the attendees, and everyone watching around the world. I would like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. I deeply regret that my behavior has stained what has been an otherwise gorgeous journey for all of us. Now, Jada, she seemed to have reacted on Instagram in a post that she posted on March 29th saying, this is a season for healing and I'm here for it. Now, Will has since resigned from the Academy amid reports that he was going to be reprimanded for slapping Chris Rock. So what does that mean for him, though? If he resigned from the Academy, what does that really mean? First, Will definitely get to keep the Best Actor Oscar that he won for King Richard. They will not be taking that from him. But the resignation will also not keep him from attending future Oscar ceremonies, meaning that he could actually return in 2023 to present an award, because traditionally the previous year's acting winners, they all return to announce who will replace them as the latest recipients of top awards. Now, should Will deliver another performance that the Academy actually thinks is worthy of an Oscar, he could win another Oscar. Now, the resignation does mean, though, that he cannot have any say-so in what films can be nominated or what films will go on to win in the future. However, the Academy president, he said, honey, listen, we will continue to move forward with our disciplinary proceedings against Mr. Smith for violations of the Academy standards of conduct in advance of our next scheduled board meeting on April 18th. That man said, listen, we don't care if he tried to resign really quickly. Honey, we still are going to discipline him. So I wonder what they plan on doing. What can you possibly do other than take the award? If he has resigned, what is it that you can do to him? I would really like to know. Probably a fine. Maybe he would have to pay them some type of financial fine, because they're saying he's not going to get the Oscar taken from him. But I don't know, because it's giving. In the beginning, everybody was, hugging and loving up on him. Other actors were rushing to his aid and his defense, while Chris just stood there in amazement. Everyone was loving on Will. He was crying and saying, this is what love makes you do. And everyone was clapping, giving a standing ovation. And then when the backlash came, now everyone is distancing themselves, including his wife. She has ghosted him after she stood there and, you better take your ass up there. She's ghosted him, saying she's disappointed. But this is, I already knew, this is Will, this is Jada. This is typical Jada. Will, this is Will's fault. This is what happens. This is not what love makes you do. This is what love makes you do when someone doesn't love you back. When you love them and you put your all, and you have a woman that is publicly declaring her love for another man in front of the entire world, telling all of us that she loved Tupac the best. That was her greatest love of all. She loves Tupac, giving him birthday shout outs while forgetting her man. Okay, that's what makes you do those things. That's what makes you run up there and act a fool. When you were being presented with an Oscar, this was supposed to be a great moment for you, and you let your quest and your need to be loved and accepted by your wife overshadow everyone's night. The people that were hosting it, Will Packer for his producing it, Serena and Venus and her family, everyone had to witness this debacle because his need to impress his wife overshadowed. That's what this is all about. This is all about Will. You know, he's publicly admitted that he's been embarrassed by his wife. She has used that red table to tell all of their business. This is not giving, she has alopecia, she has some type of health issue, and he sees her crying and everything she goes through at home because of the alopecia. No, he sat there and snickered and then ran up there after he seen how she looked. She did not try to jump up and go stop him. She watched him go make a fool of himself and now has publicly said she's disappointed. She didn't need to be defended. I don't need him to go up there and do anything. I didn't ask him to do any of that. Don't cancel me. That's his shit. I don't got shit to do with that. What type of shit is that? What type of woman is this? You need to let this woman go. You need to let this woman go. This woman, look at this shit. Look at this woman. This woman cares nothing about Will Smith. She absolutely has never cared. I knew what type of woman she was when she told Cherie, This is my house. When Cherie said, you're living in my house, and she told Cherie, this is my house now. I knew what type of woman she was then. She has never loved Will. She's always loved what Will can provide and what Will can do for her. The status that she can have being married to Will Smith. Everyone knows. Imagine the type of man, how he feels knowing that his wife doesn't love him and that everyone knows it. All of the other fellas, all the other men in Hollywood, all the other actors and people in Hollywood knows that his wife does not love him. Damn, that's a fucked up feeling. And then she says, Tupac was the love of my life. Y'all gotta remember, Jada was a drug dealer. Okay, Jada is from Baltimore. Jada was a drug dealer. That's how she met Tupac. Okay, Jada is thug, passion. Jada wants a thug. She don't want Will. She wanted Will for what Will could provide, the money that he had, the prestige. That's all she wanted Will from. Jada likes thugs. Will is not giving thug. That's why Jada's always running after these little young rappers, running after people. She like thugs. She been trying to find Tupac. She been trying to find her a Tupac. That's why she went after the bad boy, the August Alsina. She's one of them old cougars. Yes, Jada was a drug dealer, honey. You didn't know that. Jada was a drug dealer. Jada used to be a drug dealer. She talks about it, honey. And Gammy was on drugs too. Gammy was on heroin for years. They are from Baltimore. Y'all better go on and Google. Y'all better go and do y'all research. Jada, this woke Jada, this new invented Jada. Jada is, honey, her and her mom, they are from Baltimore. They have a past. They have a history. They are, Will is much more refined and comes from better stock. Okay. Honey, please. Yeah. Y'all want a Jada story? Honey, we might have to do a Jada deep dive. Yeah. Jada was a drug dealer. And that's how, allegedly, that's how she met Tupac. But, yes, she's told this story. But, you know, it's really sad that now he's facing all this backlash, and the very woman that he risked it all, he was ready to risk it all. She's now saying, you know, I didn't tell him to do that. I'm very disappointed in his behavior. Typical. After you sat your ass there, I'm just not getting alopecia. I'm sorry. I did not know. I thought that alopecia was more like how when people have eczema in their hair or in their scalp or something, that it's dry and that it has some type of, you're able to see patches and stuff. You see this picture right here. This woman has peach fuzz and stuff. I don't see any patches. I don't see any. I mean, she might have really good oils and stuff in her hair, but I just did not know that alopecia. I thought that when you had alopecia, you would have receding hairlines and you would be able to see it. I don't see it here. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not here to pick apart her health diagnosis and say that she does not have alopecia. But when she was stating on the Red Table Talk, and she was talking about how, you know, she's, you know, it was more like a woke moment for me. It just seemed like she was doing this to get connected to the great divine, like she said. It wasn't giving alopecia. The conversation was more like, I'm embracing, it had to go. You know, I cut it off and now I'm a new person. I'm a new creature. All of these things. It was just not giving alopecia. I'm sorry. Now, if she says that's what she has, okay. But it is not a life-threatening disease. Okay, alopecia. A lot of times people could get that from wearing too many wigs, putting on wig glue, and it's eating out your damn scalp. It's not a life-threatening condition, and it's not something that, you know, I mean, I get it. Women with their hair, and, you know, we love our hair. It's a sign of our beauty and things like that. And we're very, 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 very protective over conversations about our hair. Black women especially. I know. But I'm sorry. I'm just not buying it. I'm not buying the alopecia argument. It gives you were trying to impress your wife. It gives ego. It screams ego. And now you are being ridiculed and threatened to be canceled in front of the entire world. And your wife is now not standing by you publicly because she said, I'm disappointed. No, what she was supposed to say is he went up there and stood for me because he knows that I have alopecia. That's what she was supposed to say. No, she said, I'm disappointed. He did not have to hit him. What? Even if you didn't feel that way, sis, your man is being ridiculed in front of the world for you. Even if you don't feel like that, girl, you better stand for your man and say, honey, he did it. Honey, we going to ride it out. Yep, he being criticized, but we going to ride it out. Whoopi Goldberg is giving more support. Whoopi Goldberg said he's going to be just fine. He'll bounce back. I mean, damn. Your own woman, after he risked it all. I ain't telling him to do it. That's why she sat her ass in that chair. That's why she ain't run after him. I didn't tell him to do it. Jada didn't give a damn about Will, whether you knew he was about to make a mistake, a career mistake. You're in the business. You're in Hollywood. You knew that was a death sentence. Sending him up there. And you sat your bald-headed ass in that seat. Sat your ass right there. And kikied and laughed afterwards. Girl, no. No. This ain't it. This is not it. Will, you need to divorce her fast, because now they're going to go down to that red table and they're going to sit there and talk and air out yet more of their private business in front of the world. This is just sad all the way around the board. It is embarrassing, and I am embarrassed for Will Smith. And I'm a woman. Now, I get it. I want to be protected by my man as well. I'm here for that argument. I'm here for that. But black men, period, need to learn how to fight with their words and fight with their, instead of their hands. Fight with your words. How about just cussing them out? Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. But going up there and putting your hands, that's showing that you're a man, because you're going to go and harm someone with violence. You're threatening someone with violence because that's supposed to show that you are a man. That's supposed to show protecting. No, you can protect your wife and protect your woman with words. You can say, listen, I'm going to see you after this. Pull Chris to the side and say, listen, man, we're going to have a one-on-one. I'm about tired of you talking about my wife. And if you wanted to whoop his ass, then you could have did that privately. But in front of, usually when a man does that in front of a crowd, in front of people, he's trying to get a reaction. He's trying to get a reaction from his wife. He's trying to show and prove, I'm the man. I'm the man. And she sat her funky ass there and said, I did not tell him to do that. Child, you need to leave him alone. You need to leave her alone. She ain't for you. Now, Kanye West has pulled out of Coachella, and he has taken Travis Scott right along with him. Kanye will no longer be performing at Coachella this year, leaving the festival with an open headliner spot and fans without an appearance from Travis Scott. Sources connected to Ye say that he's decided to pull the plug on his performance at the 2-weekend-long event in Indio, California, which starts next weekend. What's more is that Travis Scott was supposed to perform with Kanye on stage, and now that's out of the question also. It's currently unclear exactly why Kanye is backing out, but he's clearly been going through it on social media, and we know it, y'all. He has been going at Kim, Pete, as well as Trevor Noah, and he had some type of racist tweet, racist attack on Instagram, and they suspended his account for 24 hours. Now, amid this cancellation conversation, people are saying that he told Kim he was going away to get help. But you know that Jason Lee has been hired now, and Jason says this is not true. Kanye is not going anywhere. He is not going nowhere to get no help. This is all false. Jason Lee has set the record straight after reports claimed that Kanye was going away to get help. Clarifying the narrative building around Kanye, Jason claimed that the information is untrue, saying that such reports only hinder Kanye's goal to create a healthy environment for his children. He said, y'all talking this shit, and Kanye is just trying to be a father, and y'all messing up him trying to create a healthy environment for his children. Now, y'all know that Jason was recently hired as head of media and partnerships for Kanye West. And he is saying if the information does not come from Kanye's social media accounts or an official press release, then it is simply false. Jason said if it doesn't come from him or Kanye, don't believe the hype. Now, I need to know what y'all think about Jason Lee. Is this a come up or what? How much y'all think he making? I mean, that's a hell of a promotion to go from Hollywood Unlocked to Kanye West PR man. Woo! Now, I guess, does that mean that he's done working with Floyd Mayweather? Because y'all know that Floyd was the money bag for Hollywood Unlocked. I know Floyd is a major investor in Hollywood Unlocked. Okay? So, what do you think that means for Floyd Mayweather? Do you think that Floyd's gonna, he's gonna appreciate him working for another celebrity? Kanye West. Floyd liked to be the man with the money, the man with the plan. And Kanye is a billionaire. Floyd's not a billionaire. So how do you think Floyd feels about this? Now y'all know it has been a mess with this Megan, Tory, Kelsey situation. And I'm about tired of it. But hey, we gotta have something to talk about. Now the saga continues in the latest update from the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion ongoing court case. We know that Tory has reportedly posted his $350,000 bail. Now we know it started out as $250,000, but the judge increased it. I guess he thought, I don't even know what was the reasoning for doing that. I mean, they was having some conversation where they were saying, well, we don't want him to have no bail at all, or we want him to have $5 million bail. But the judge said, nah, we're going to put it to $350,000. And he was actually, once they said $350,000, the bail's bondsman was on the way and posted it just not too long afterward. I mean, his dad was still outside of the courtroom when he was getting released. So he wasn't even locked up, arrested, whatever you want to call it. It didn't even last long. He's a celebrity worth millions. $350,000 ain't nothing to him. Boom, I'm out of there. Now, the judge found Tory in violation of discovery protective order and personal contact order. Okay, the judge heard nearly an hour of argument about Tory's tweets and said that some of them seemed to be clear messages straight to Megan. He added a new condition to Tory's release and that he's not to mention Megan on any social media posts. He cannot talk about it, cannot talk about the case. The trial date is set for September the 14th. Now, Nancy Dillon, a Rolling Stone reporter, she was in the courtroom and had been tweeting all afternoon. She was the one that told everyone about the $350,000 bail and that he had been handcuffed in the courtroom and all of that. And she also shared that the inconclusive DNA report that the blogs had took hold of earlier in the year came to be because Tory did not contribute his DNA to the analysis. But there was an interesting development as well. Check this out.
Now, two extremely interesting facts that came out about the Tory Lanez case. First, the police have admitted into evidence, they've testified that the other woman who was involved here, they tested her hand for gunpowder shot residue, and she had gunpowder residue on it, suggesting she may have been the shooter. Number two, there was an eyewitness, somebody just like a third party who saw this whole thing, and he said, I saw two men and another woman beating on Meg. As for who pulled the trigger, he said, I don't know, but I did see the muzzle flash go off, and the other woman was the one closest to the muzzle flash.
So if she was closest to the muzzle flash, the other woman, who is the other woman? The only other woman there was Kelsey. And there were two men beating up on Megan. Who were the two men? So it's my opinion what happened here. And this is where the YouTube flagged us the last time, honey. This is where we got to be careful what we say. Because this is where the YouTube paused us the last time. All right, so we're going to try this again. This is where the YouTube flagged us last time when we were talking about this. This is where the Illuminati flagged us. All right, so y'all let me know if I'm still here, if you are still here with me, because this is where we got flagged. I just believe that Tory, like he said, he was involved with these two women. I believe that. And I believe that Kelsey got jealous. She felt like she was the third wheel. She's tired of being the shadow of Megan Thee Stallion. The more rich, the more, popular. And she found out that she was messing with him first. And she found out that Megan and Tory was creeping and scheming. And she got mad. She had that thing. And maybe she pointed in a direction and it accidentally pop, 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 pop. And she didn't mean for that to go down, which is why it was superficial. It wasn't really giving... it wasn't as of a major wound as it could have been, but I believe exactly what Tory said. It was a entanglement. He was caught between the two, and Kelsey was jealous. And I believe that's what it's going to come out. And that's why they are both so quiet about it. That's why they're cryptic in their messages to the public, because they know who did this. All three of them know that it's giving Kelsey. That's just my opinion. And y'all gonna say, Sweet Pea, she said it, and that's how she said it again, and it came to pass again. That's just my opinion. I really believe that he was messing with these two girls. Kelsey was already jealous of Megan because of her career, her money, her prestige, her, popularity, and she just got mad and was like, listen, I'm tired of you messing with the guys that I like. You keep taking the guys that I like. Why does everyone like Megan? Marsha. Megan. And she said, pop, 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 pow. Dance, bitch. She thought that Tory said dance, bitch. That was motherfucking Kelsey. Dance, bitch. Pop, 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 pow. Child, that's what I think. That's how I think it went. I think homegirl was jealous. But honey, they caught a glimpse of Tory getting out of that court, and after he posted his bail.
Amazing.
You're feeling amazing?
Honey, Tory said he feels amazing. I would feel amazing too after posting a bail of $350,000 like it wasn't no thing, and jumped in my little Ferrari and I'm gone. I would feel amazing as well. But I just feel like, what do you guys think? Drop in the comments and let me know. Do you think that, they said that the DNA, was found she had gunpowder residue on her hands. Why would you have gunpowder residue on your hands? How did that get there? It only gets there if you're handling the weapon. So that's my observation and my take on it. I believe that she did it. All right, so we done did all our little news, and now it's time for our legendary Scan the Gram, and we're going to get a quick word from our sponsor of Scan the Gram. Finding your best skin is something many of us struggle with, but it does not have to be like that anymore thanks to Ano Acne Treatment. Ready to fight any skincare emergency. When it comes to tackling acne breakouts and severe acne scar removal, Ano is the best. Their products are sulfate and alcohol free, made with 100% natural compounds. Their website also contains a wealth of skincare knowledge, so head on over there today by clicking the link in the description box below. All SweetPeaDiaries viewers can enjoy 25% off as well as an additional 20% off by using our discount code below. Discover Ano Acne Treatment today. All right, y'all, it's time for Scan the Gram. So first runner up, oh my goodness. Now, I don't know how y'all feel about this, but I think I'm feeling what this TikToker is saying. And maybe the way he delivered it might be a little odd, but I'm in agreement with what he's saying.
Messages for Beyonce. Beyonce, I love you down, sister. But on the next album, love black people a little less, okay? Put them over here, okay? Put them right here. And give us some real shit, you know what I mean?
Now, they say in the comments, he worded it very bad, but I think I know what he means. He wants relatable relationship music. She's not on that right now, I don't think. Somebody says, I need another Lemonade album. And somebody says, he's tired of the woke music. And someone says, now when she stops speaking up for us, I don't want to hear no shit. And somebody says, I'm crying. We want another Me, Myself, and I. And somebody says, laughing my ass off, screaming. Now, what do you guys think about this comment? I think I'm in agreement with him, and I understand what it is that he's trying to say. And I've always asked that question. Since when did Beyonce become so black powerish? Since when did she become so woke and so standing for the black people? I mean, she was never that type of person. She gave light-skinned Creole mixed girl. I mean, good hair girl. You know what I mean? I'm bougie, light-skinned girl. I'm better than everybody else girl. I'm prissy girl. She was not giving me black power, feminist, woke. I know every goddamn thing. I'm Queen Nefertiti and Queen of Sheba, and it just wasn't never that. I don't know when Beyonce. Now we can't judge a person when they get educated, because that usually happens. She's grown up before our eyes, and she's got acquainted with who she is and her ancestry and things like that. I get it. But we need, it's like, listen, you're an artist, you're an R&B artist. Come on, give us some artistry. But who is to say what is art, what's acceptable and what's not? I guess he's like, listen, come with the trends. We need some booty shaking. We need some twerking. We need some of that. But she does give that. She does twerk and booty shake, but it's like, listen, where's Bootylicious Beyonce? She is, she's Marsha Clark. She's, all these people, she's, giving Harriet Tubman and reincarnated of, what's that, Nefertiti, and what's the other one? Child, what is our other black? What's the other great black Egyptian? Cleopatra. Cleopatra reincarnated. It's giving, Cleopatra and them stepped into her body, because honey, all we get is African, and Egyptian garbs and Egyptian headpieces, and we get, all of that. They're like, listen, we need you to come back. We need you back. So I see where he was going with it, because I've asked that question many times. When did she become so black power? I mean, when? Now, Blac Chyna, she had been getting ate up. All right. People were saying that she don't got her kids. Y'all remember last week we did Scanogram because Rob and Tyga and them come out talking about they got the kids most of the time. Well, Rob, the neighborhood talk has exposed Rob. And they said Rob tried to act like Blac Chyna does not have Dream primarily because they have custody. It's 50-50 split. And it was just Rob's week that week when they had went all on the rampage. And they are saying that the agreement is, according to the custody agreement, Dream is with Blac Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Every other week, they alternate. So they say, y'all need to get off Blac Chyna back. Rob should feel bad for creating that narrative, to be honest. Now, what do you think they were saying in the comments? Because I think that's true. We didn't really think about that. And I think I had mentioned last week, I said, damn, I didn't know that she didn't have her kids. I could have sworn she had Dream because we see her with her all the time. So really, they rotate. It is not this one day all the time. It is every other week. So Claudia Jordan says, wow, that's messed up because we all believed it and didn't even think about that. I never thought of her as a bad mom. I hate when someone is wrongly painted as a bad mom or dad. And Blac Chyna stepped in and said, facts. And somebody else says, damn, and black people still in the comments coming for Chyna. We are our worst enemy for real. And Hazel Baby clapped her hands. And somebody else says, I've been said that. They want to make her look like a bad mother. So bad. Whoo, child. Well, I still don't think that she need any more extra child support because, girl, you got 2 cars still and you're still living in that same house. So how much more money do you want? And you're well off and you got this goddamn court thing going on with the Kardashians. I mean, you are suing them because they down to the courthouse talking about, listen, they don't want the judge to allow Blac Chyna to call them billionaires in court because they fear that the jury will turn on them if they're constantly reminded of their wealth. This is so stupid, okay? Now, they said that Kim and her sisters are saying that they demand Blac Chyna not be allowed to use their wealth against them in their upcoming trial. According to Radar Online, Blac Chyna is suing her ex, Rob, for allegedly posting explicit photos of her to his 9 million followers after their 2017 breakup. She is taking on his other family members, accusing them of spreading lies that she abused Rob. According to court documents, the Kardashian-Jenner family is pleading for certain things to be off limits at the trial scheduled to go down later this month. Blac Chyna is claiming Kris started the lie and then told Kim. She then proceeded to tell her sisters, Khloe and Kylie. Blac Chyna believes that the family threatened to stop shooting Keeping Up with the Kardashians unless her show, Rob and Chyna, was canceled. The Kardashian-Jenner crew is denying the allegations, arguing that Blac Chyna is still a huge moneymaker who has no trouble finding work. Khloe started to investigate Chyna's income on OnlyFans to try and prove that she was doing just fine. They have also filed a motion demanding any conversation or evidence about their wealth or financial condition be banned from the jury. The family believes Chyna should only be allowed to mention their wealth if the jury returns a verdict awarding damages. Basically, Kim and Kylie believe the jury could favor Blac Chyna if she keeps reminding them that the Kardashian members are billionaires. A judge has yet to rule on that. What are you guys' thoughts on that, and what do you think they said in the comments? They said, thoughts is your truth is going to come out in court. You can't hide it, sis. Just own it. You don't mind any other time when it's beneficial, of course. Live in your truth. And someone else says, but we all know they're quadrillionaires. And somebody says, but they are. And somebody says, but they are. And someone says, you're on a whole magazine and social media. And somebody else says, like the judge not going to have those bank statements handy. And someone says, nah, give Chyna her coins. Hey, Swirl Gang. So you guys let me know what you think about that. I mean, should Blac Chyna be able to announce that they are billionaires? I mean, damn, everybody knows that they are. I mean, not mentioning it is going to do what? Now, the daggone Black Lives Matter leaders admit to secretly buying a $6 million house with the organization's donation money. And they said they can't cancel us. Now, I guess, honey, they had a video. I guess they did some type of video, and they were actually filmed in last June outside of this mansion that they secretly bought. Check this out. So they was saying, eating them up in the comments, honey. But they said, this says that this may come as no shock to some of you, but the misappropriation of Black Lives Matter funds are being called into question again. The BLM leaders, Patrice Cullors, Alicia Garza, and Melina Abdullah, caused the chatter after posting a YouTube video of them sitting around a table on the patio of an expensive house in Southern California. Ironically, the trio discussed how the media has been calling their use of the funds into question. For me, the hardest moments have been the right-wing media machine just leveraging literally all its weight against me, against our movement, against the organization, Cullors said. I'm some weeks out now from a lot of the noise, so I have more perspective, right? While I was in it, I was in survival mode. Now, according to a report by The Intelligencer, a little digging revealed that the property was purchased for nearly $6 million in cash in October of 2020 with money that had been donated to the Black Lives Matter Fund, a transaction that was not previously reported. After being questioned, the organization claimed the house will be referred to as a campus and is an influencer house where artists will collaborate and produce abolition-based content. They also described it as a safe house for leaders. Now, this is a bit shocking considering there are a few mothers of Black children whose lives were taken, such as Breonna Taylor's, who have accused the organization of profiting off of the loss of their children because they have not been given any money by the organization. Now, of course, they are eating their asses up in the comments. And a little Mo, it was her for me. She says, sis at the head of the table is just stuffing her face off of the funds. I hope this is all alleged because gluttony is a sin as well. Purr. And somebody else says, this is why I don't donate to shit. And somebody says, this just pissed me off. This is why they talk bad about us. Shaking my head. And somebody says, they can't cancel us. And somebody says, wanna bet? And they says, oh my. And someone says, excuse me? Now, this is what I have to say about that. Now, if they're going to, you already know they're going to beat this. They're going to beat this because if you are an organization, if you are a nonprofit, you are able to buy property and you're able to say that it's used for the organization. It can be a safe house for everything that they said is exactly what they will argue and they will win because it is considered property of the Black Lives Matter organization. It was not purchased and put in their name. It was put in Black Lives Matter's name. So if it was put in one of their names individually, then it would be an issue. But because it was put in Black Lives Matter's name, there will not be any misappropriation of funds. They will not be sued for that and they will not be found guilty for it because they're using Black Lives Matter. Now, is it right? No. Because they know damn well, they know good goddamn well, they don't need a mansion for a safe haven for leaders. They can get a building and they can turn that into a safe haven and have multiple rooms that they can actually house people that need it. You know, victims' families, maybe people that are displaced because of issues in the community. You know, why not buy a building? Why buy a mansion or a property? So you can tell that they're using it for their own luxury, but the argument on paper will not be that, and they will beat that. That is exactly what they will do. They will say that the Black Lives Matter owns the property and that they are using it for just what they said they're using it for, to do content, to have people come there and, you know, stay there and have accommodations there while they're doing their abolitionist type content. And it's a safe haven for their leaders. Now, if it was put in one of the women's names, then it would be misappropriation of funds, but it is not. Sadly, you know, it isn't. If they're not giving money to the people that need the money, then that's something else that they need to call into question. But the actual home itself, no, they won't be able to do nothing about that. Now, honey, Kanye West is out here buying Miss Chaney Jones pocketbooks, Hermes Birkin bags. He bought her a Hermes Birkin metallic bag that cost $275,000. Look at this bag. It is a metallic silver Birkin bag, and I guess those flowers came with it. Look how little it is. They said in the comments, nah, give me that in cash. And someone says, man, I'm running to sell that as soon as we're done. And someone says, a Birkin from Kanye is a departing gift. New muse will be next week. And someone says, he giving the girlfriends Birkins like Chick-fil-A gives condiments, y'all. And someone says, one thing Ye gonna do is buy his girl a Birkin. And someone says, he like her way more than the other girl. I don't think so. Child, this is just another toy. She's another replacement. He's still trying to get over Kim. It's giving. He's trying to find someone that looks like Kim. They're getting closer and closer. Chaney is a little closer. It'll never be a Kim, but it's a little closer. I mean, she might last longer than, the other girl. But the Birkin bag, $275,000 to him is like $1,000 to us, maybe $500 to us. He has a lot of money. He's worth a lot of money. So spending $275,000 is nothing. You guys have to remember that when you're a billionaire and you get up in these ranks of money, what sounds like a lot of money to us is chump change to them. So he's not looking at it like it's a lot. She is, because that's a lot of money to her. She'll never, be able to do that herself. Go and buy a bag for $275,000. She'll never do that. But honey, you better save that bag. You better not let them take it from you when y'all break up, and you better go on and return it and try to get. But I don't even think she wouldn't be able to sell, and that's why he's buying her stuff like that. He buys them things that he know they won't be able to return and get money out of. She won't be able to return that bag. You can't get a refund. Hermes is not like Coach at Macy's and things like that, where you could take the receipt and get your money back. All sales are final, okay? There are different type of requirements for Birkin bags. You can't just go on down to the store and buy one, so she will not be able to return it and get any money, make no money off of that. So unfortunately, she will just have to keep it once they break up, because that's coming, all right? That's coming. Now, Kanye's brother Kenny says that Will Smith should be stripped of his Oscar. All right. He says that it eats at him that he has to see Will with this Oscar. It eats at him. Child, the people in the comments said, well, if it's eating at you, stop watching it. It says, now, sir, what the F are you watching it over and over for? P.S. I just want to know which brother is Drew, because I ain't seen a fine rock brother yet. And someone says, and I guess we should all forget about him belittling Jada first, huh? Folks always focus on what happened after they do some fuck shit. And someone says, immediately no. And someone says, hating doesn't help you or your brother prosper. Bye, Kenny. And someone says, stop watching it then. Listen, I don't think that Will Smith's Oscar should be taken from him. I really don't, but I'm not buying the whole argument that he slapped Chris because of alopecia that his wife is suffering. She's bald. She's been bald. They make it a beautiful woke moment. And now why go up there and slap the man when she been bald? Like, I'm just not feeling it. He was doing it, like I said, just for he wanted to impress her, and it was all ego.
I understand he loved his wife. I love her too, because he loved Jada Pinkett for one reason. That woman, besides being his wife, she saved him a lot of money on hair products. She ain't got a... What? Fuck that nigga. I know she got alopecia. We didn't know till the day afterward. She been bald-headed a long goddamn time. Don't you up here try to get up here and be shocked? Oh, fake-ass nigga to act like she wasn't bald before this shit. I hate trying to ride on somebody's coat. Fuck some more bad motherfucker got her short and beautiful. She ain't tripping and shit. How the fuck you gonna do? No, bitch, you want to look like a mannequin, and that's what it is. Tired of motherfuckers trying to fake the fuck. Oh, he loved her. No, he didn't. No, he the nigga. If I was Chris Rock, I would put 9 in his ass. Yeah, we already there. We might as well take it to the next.
Now, honey, they said in the comments, he sounds so unhealthy. And somebody else says, remember when Brown told him how you 700 pounds wearing a size 2 shoe? And someone says, and they wonder why niggas snap one day. And someone says, he can barely breathe. And someone says, he reminds me of that fish on SpongeBob who had the pickles under his tongue. And someone says, Jesus, the wheezing he's doing. Now, honey, I need to know where he been at, because Lavell, I mean, I guess he's on some tour with Samora. You know, Samora have her comedy shows and her little comedy jams, and he must be headlining or something. But Lavell Crawford, like, where have you been? I mean, yeah, get your little 15 minutes of fame, because nobody's checking for you, sir. And I'm with the people in the comments. You do sound unhealthy. You look unhealthy. And you are wheezing, sir. And you need to worry about that instead of up there calling somebody a B. Now, I'm all for, you know, comedy and everything. But I hate to hear men call women B's. I really do. And he's just up there just slinging the B word. Why she got to be all of that? Now, I admit, Jada's a little bit much, you know. We all had the conversation about her and Will. But damn, why she got to be a B? Like, it sounds so personal, you know, when you start going there. Like, boop, boop. Like, okay, why she got to be a B? We are so quick, black men, so quick to call black women bitches. And I'm just sick of it. So, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you when you right, you know, but when you wrong, I got to call it out. You need to be worrying about your health, sir. Child. Now look at Carisha. Carisha is standing with her man, honey. She's stacked and sitting. You cannot tell Carisha that she ain't got a papa bear. Child, she got a daddy. She got a daddy in all the sense of the word. She said, that's my daddy. That's my daddy. Go ahead, daddy. I'm going to give you some. Long as you give me a Birkin bag, as long as you give me a couple million, I give you some. Shit, Saucy Santana said, man, Reese look good. And somebody else says, she gonna fool around and be a sacrifice. And somebody says, I'll hold a brick for you, daddy. And somebody says, I know that's fucking right. And somebody else says, just don't sign with him, girl. And someone says, Miami funny as fuck, because why is she standing over him like that? Now, in my opinion, this is a sugar daddy. We know that, you know, Diddy is a sugar daddy for Young Miami. What is it that she sees in him? Nothing but money, but I'm like, you know, do they have is there something really going on in that bedroom that is really because she acts like she is in love with Diddy. You know, she be posting googly eyed shit and posting that she's in love, and you know, she be posted up out in the islands and she in the water, and he's, you know, she act like she really loving Diddy. So I don't know, maybe he might be putting it down, y'all. You know how an older man get with a young woman, he might be teaching her some things and showing her some things. But honey, He paying. He's paying because Miami about that dollar. You know, this ain't gonna be no Kanye with a Julia Fox and this Chaney, honey, and all you gotta give is a Birkin bag. Miami is about that money. She know Diddy got that money. She is not letting no. She fuck around and marry Diddy, okay? She like y'all got to pack it up. I'm here now. Carisha about that bag. Carisha's about that bag, but I'm with that second person. Her girl, don't fuck around and be a sacrifice. Don't fuck around and be a sacrifice now, girl.
Monday afternoon, TikTok user The Track Queen broke down a video of Patton cooking fried chicken, and it wasn't good.
Are you gonna season it?
Okay, because you gotta coat that chicken.
In the video, Paula shows off her mother's fried chicken recipe, but seasons the chicken while frying it and severely undercooks it.
Does that look good?
It's pink. Don't eat that. Paula, don't eat that. I think your mama's joking.
Needless to say, the video went viral and folks were mortified. One user tweeted, Paula Patton, those chickens did not die so you could disrespect them like that. Season the chicken or the flour before you fry it. While another said, chicken costs too much for Paula Patton to be out here doing what she doing. For the record, the video was posted by Paula a month ago on her Instagram account with the caption, Fried Chicken Friday. Now it appears she's the one getting roasted. For HipHollywood.com, I'm Jasmine.
Now, you guys know we did a video the other, maybe a couple weeks ago, and our fried chicken, honey, we cleaned that chicken. We clinked with a T. We clinked that chicken. Honey, Miss Paula, she did not clean. She rinsed it. She did a quick rinse, and then she just commenced to frying. She rinsed, she dabbed it in that flour, she threw it in that grease, and then she seasoned it while it was in the pot. Now, she said this is her mother's recipe, and I didn't know, was she mixed? I wasn't sure, and I want you guys to let me know in the comments if she's mixed. Is the mom white? Because then I'm just saying, if the mom is white and the dad is black, then it's giving, that is her mom's recipe, because that is how white people, unfortunately, some of them, they don't really season their food because they don't like to put a lot of salt. Black people, we eat with a lot of salt, a lot of sugar. We put a lot of extra seasoning on things. Y'all seen how I season my chicken. Honey, I had the garlic powder. I had the sazon. I had the Tony's. I had all that. And people's like, see, Sweet Pea, is that salty? No, it's called flavor. Because once we put that flour on it, that's going to take down that seasoning. We even season our flour. Okay, so if the mama, makeup have said, Keita said the mom is clear. Okay, well then that explains a lot, because they don't season they stuff and they just threw it in there like that, and then they put the seasoning on afterwards. That's the white way. So that probably is her mama's, and they don't know about how to cook it all the way through. Now I'm gonna tell you, it is a difference between Southern white folk and Northern and Western white folk. Now, Southern white folk and Midwestern white folk, they know how to fry chicken. They know how to cook black people food. You got a white Southerner, Mississippi, Louisiana, those type of places, Kentucky, those type of places, white people from those parts, they know how to fry chicken. They know how to make macaroni and cheese. They know how to cook like that because they're from the South and they've been around blacks and they know how to cook. All right. And they grew up in a lot of, if you go down into the southern states, that were raised by our ancestors and stuff, a lot of them was raised by our ancestors, and we cooked for them. Okay. And they grew up with these recipes. So they grew up watching the black women cook in the kitchen. So they know how to make fried chicken. They know how to make chicken and dumplings. They know how to make greens. They know how to make cornbread. They know how to make skillet bread and all that in a cast iron skillet and all. They know how to do that. White women from the northern parts, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, they might not, Massachusetts, Boston, Connecticut, New Hampshire, these places, they might not. No. So it just might be given. Her mom, is white, and that's the white way. So, but Miss Paula, I'm going to need you, honey, the next time that you want to get up there and show people something, make sure you research that, honey, because they tore your ass up. And you should have known when you opened up that chicken, it was bloody. It just looked pink. And you sat there and bit into it anyway, knowing that it wasn't done, because you just wanted to prove, and then the way she bit into it, she said, this ain't done. You knew it wasn't done when you broke that shit in half with that goddamn knife. Girl, you knew it, but you just had to go through with it, because it's one of those things where you done started it. So now I just have to go through with it because I'm on live. Now, honey, it already done started. Netflix halted production on Will Smith's movie Fast and Loose. And I think I heard a rumor that they might have put a pause on Bad Boys 4. So they are trying to cancel Will Smith. I bet you won't do that shit no more. Will Smith is trying to cancel him. But more developments keep happening, so we will have to keep y'all updated. It's being reported that Will's upcoming Netflix movie, Fast and Loose, has come to a halt. The movie is now halting production amid the Oscar slap. Filming hadn't begun yet, but Netflix is not ready to move forward with the movie, which would have had Will in the starring role. Right now, it is unclear if they will ever start back production or if they will recast Will. But as of now, Will might as well as forget about that Netflix movie. Will is also set to have another movie come out this year through Apple TV called Emancipation. The movie doesn't have a set release date, but after all this controversy, it's unclear if the movie will even come out. So what do you guys think about this, and what do you think they saying in the comments? Miss Tammy Roman, she was not feeling this. She says, man, this is so fucking whack. I'm not negating that some people feel his actions were out of line, but canceling everything in an attempt to ostracize him is unfair. He immediately apologized, withdrew from Academy, and is introducing therapy into his healing process. Dang, people so quick to kick you when you're willingly laid down. Throw stones when their house is a haystack and throw you away. And then T.I.'s wife, she said, Tammy, exclamation point, saying, yeah, I agree. And someone says, I like Hulu anyway. And someone says, 50 about to have your ass on Stars then. Now, I need to know how you guys feel about this, because this is what's happening now. Nowadays, you do something wrong in the industry. If you are a public figure, you say something wrong, you say something out of line, you do something that's out of line, you will be canceled. Now, do you think that Will Smith can be canceled? Is he such a big star and such a big celebrity that he cannot be canceled? Do you think that he should have anything taken from him, movies, starring roles? Do you think that this is acceptable? Do you think they would have done this if this was anyone else? They're having the conversation. If he was a white actor, would this have been done? Well, if he was a white actor, I don't know, because there has been reports that back in the day they did have an altercation with white actors at the Oscars. So did they get any of this? I never even heard about this even happening with the white actors until now. So would have been given the same energy if it had been clear people. All right. So drop in the comments and let me know what you think about this. Now, a UK man gets indefinite hospital order after killing his grandmother and then having sex with her body. This is disgusting. Right. This story is absolutely sick. According to several reports, a UK man has landed himself a spot in a mental facility for life after committing a terrible crime. Authorities say that Donovan Miller, who is 31 years old, choked his grandmother, Phyllis Grant, before beating her over the head with a vase. As if that was not enough, Donovan didn't stop there. He reportedly told authorities he killed the woman the night before and confessed that he raped her as well for what it was worth, yesterday and today. So he raped her before and after he killed her. Donovan admitted to having a cocaine problem, but child, he must have cooked it, because this is giving crack. Now, I didn't say that. This is the neighborhood talk. Y'all know that they goddamn captions is a mess. Medical professionals determined that he suffered from an abnormality of mind at the time of the attack. They believe he suffers from schizophrenia as a result of his frequent cocaine use. Now, what are your thoughts on it? And this is what they were saying in the comments. They said, horrific. They said, man, what is going on with people? And somebody says, closing the app, I just can't. Not today. And someone says, I would have rather not known this. And somebody else says, this is the most sickening shit ever. And somebody says, I couldn't have went the rest of my life without seeing this. And somebody else says, what? Child, I don't even have any words. I don't know if I'm buying a crack argument or the cocaine argument. Now, I know that if you have you use a large amount of drugs over a period of time, it can lead to, dysfunctions. But damn, to do that to your own grandmother, rape her before and after. I mean, I don't even know, is that called rape afterwards? Isn't that called necrophilia or something like that? When you have sex with a dead body? That's not giving rape after the fact. That's giving sick. That's not rape. I mean, she could not contest. She was dead. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Now, look at T.I. out here.
No, shut the fuck up for a second. Hey, listen. No. As many times as you joke on that shit, nigga, I'm gonna check your motherfucking ass as long as it takes. Nigga, when you stop talking about it, when you stop playing with me and mine, I'ma stop saying something. Nigga, ain't no motherfucking case, ain't never been no motherfucking case, cause I ain't did nothing wrong, and my wife ain't did nothing wrong. And if you keep on playing with me, nigga, I'm gonna motherfucking continue to confront you publicly, verbally.
First of all, happy Award Day. We've never had a forum on crime. T.I.'s innocent. I truly believe it. Get it up for him. There is no charge.
I don't want to hear none of that shit. Don't play with me about that.
I haven't put his
Hey.
Now, what do you guys think about this? I have a lot to say about this, but what do you think they were saying in the comments? They said Will Smith didn't start nothing because because there's a comedian who's been killed for joking about certain things. Not everything is a joke. They said T.I. is a comedian now too. I was at a comedy show he did last month in LA, so I guess it's comedians versus a comedian then. And someone that says, stop targeting people in the audience for your jokes. That might help. And somebody says, see, stop joking about certain stuff with people because everybody not playing. I'm just saying. And they says, he ain't going to slap. He going to shoot. And someone says, let's hear what the comedians have to say about T.I. Okay, I got something to say about this because I'm not happy with this. I don't think it's cute. I don't think it's at all. First of all, I need to know who gave him a mic. Like, why does he have a mic? This man just jumped up there and just interrupted this girl's comedian, her skit, her bit. He just jumped up there with a mic. Where did he get a goddamn mic from? Clearly he was in the audience. I know he wasn't performing. So how did he just get a mic in order to just, somebody should have cut his mic. He should not have been allowed to cuss her out like that. I don't give a damn who he is. He's a celebrity. It's true. But she was up there doing her comedy skit. He should have not been allowed to interrupt her like that. If anything, let him say it on his own. But a mic, you gave him the floor. You let him interrupt her skit. So they should immediately cut his mic when they seen where he was going with it. Now, this is what we were talking about when this shit first hit the fan with Will Smith. I said, are we going too far? Are we getting too sensitive? Are comedians going to really be able to do their art now? Because this is how it's always been. You were heckled. If you were in the audience, comedians chose the people in the front row and talk shit. So nothing is off limits when you are at a comedy show. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. When you are a comedian, they choose things that are uncomfortable. They make the uncomfortable funny, in order to try to smooth it over. But it's never a serious attack. So for him to get all bent out of shape, yeah, I get it. The allegations were alleged, they were not true. You're not found guilty or anything. You don't have a case. It's true. But this person was doing their comedy. They didn't deserve to be disrespected like this. So now, is this how it's going to be? This is what Cheryl Underwood said on the show. Is this how it's going to be? Every time you're a comedian, every time you're saying something that is uncomfortable, people are going to clap back. They're going to have the right to run up and knock your ass out or interrupt your show and cuss you out. Like, everything is, you just can't, I'm not with these people in the comments where, people need to know what to say. Yeah, there's a time and place for everything, but a comedy show, this is how it goes down. People are heckled. That's just how it is. If you don't have that type of tough skin, then you don't need to go to a comedy show because you just might be the one that get picked out and you get jokes, about you. I mean, that's just how it is. So I'm just not feeling this new age shit where everybody is so, uptight and everything is, we got to have a conversation. We got to watch what we say. You can't say shit to people without people getting worked up and everybody's getting, oh, now we need to be canceled. Oh, now you need to. It's like, damn, freedom of speech. Pretty soon you're not going to be able to say anything. And then what y'all going to do? where you done put a damn boundary on everything. You done put a limit on everything. Some things it's just, it is what it is. Like, why do we have to be so sensitive about everything? You know, like this is making people not be able to accept life and take life on life's terms. This is the same thing that I feel like people that, you know, when your children join a sport or they join a team and you expect everybody to get a trophy. If you didn't win, you don't get a trophy. But now they give trophies for just for participating, just for being there. It's like people need to learn when, okay, you didn't win, you don't get something. It's like we just want to stroke egos. We are creating people that are a bunch of narcissists, that are egotistical, you know, because we just pat each other on the back for every little thing, and we coax and console and we coddle. It's like, damn, you just might get shit. When we were growing up, you got cracked on, you got roasted, you know, and it just is what it is. Every little thing now, we just, oh, we're offended. It's like, give me a break. So now, you know, I'm just scared for comedy. Where is comedy going to go? Because you just ain't going to be able to say shit. A person just going to jump up and, oh, I don't like that, and just come slap you. Like, nah. Or interrupt your show like this disrespectfully. Now, I don't know what concert this was at, but homegirl, she twerked her life away, honey. Check this out. Child, and they said in the comments, to the sis who helped her hand clap. And someone says, I'm that friend that helped put it back on. Like, it's okay. Nobody saw you, friend. And somebody says, she had two options, be embarrassed or say, fuck it, this my moment. I'm glad she chose the latter. And someone says, it's the swinging of the head with no hair on it for me. And someone says, it's her people for me. And someone says, they real for trying to put it back on. Okay, now I don't know where this concert was, but homegirl was clearly, she was embarrassed at first and said, fuck it, I'm just going to go in the moment. She said, I'm just going with it, okay? My wig done came off, but I'm just with it. And I was so happy to see that because, you know, Black women, you know, we put these wigs on and we really be acting like this is our hair. All right. You have some women that will not go out anywhere without a lace front or some type of frontal. You know, they got to have weave. They forgot what it's like to wear their own hair. They feel uncomfortable with their own hair. They don't even feel like they look right unless they got on a weave. So I was happy to see that she just didn't get embarrassed. She said, fuck it. She was around thousands of people. And she said, fuck it. I'm going for the GOAT. But she wasn't bald headed. Honey, she had her hair was cornrowed. It was neat. She ain't look bad. So I'm with it, girl. That's self-confidence. That's why I tell my baby, I got a 12-year-old honey, and she has really coarse hair. It's, you know, it's tight. But I tell my baby all the time, she has hair where you would think she don't have no hair, but once it's straightened out, you know, it's got some hang time. But I tell her all the time, honey, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. I've been raising her like that since she was a little girl. Like, girl, you look good. You are beautiful. And she's like, one time she asked me, why doesn't my hair grow down? Like I said, because your hair pattern, your hair grows up. Mine is the same way. Our hair grows up. It doesn't grow down. Oh, okay. So that gave her the thinking of, okay, I have a nice length of hair too, but my hair just grows in a different direction, you know, so that she doesn't feel bad. Like, I don't have hair that hangs down. And girl, you look good, sis. And I got her thinking that she looks so good, honey. She'll go out, don't even care about getting her hair done. She don't even want it. I be like, girl, you got to go to the hairdresser. So I have given her so much self-confidence and self-esteem. But when I was a little girl and I was coming up, you know, I was very self-conscious about my hair. And, you know, so I applaud her. She did not let that stop her, honey. She said, listen, I am not going to be embarrassed. I'm going to be that. And I like her friend. Her friend was like, girl, it's okay, girl. Keep it going. They ain't see it, girl. They ain't see it. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Meanwhile, everybody done saw it, child. But the friend like, girl, you good, girl? Nah, girl. She's like, did they see it, girl? Did it look? No, girl. Girl, keep it going. No, girl. They ain't see it. Girl, you look good. That's a real friend. All right, so I don't know what concert that was. I don't know where they was at. But that friend deserves an award, honey. She gave her friend life. So that's all I got, you guys. They tried to stop us. The Illuminati, they tried to stop us, honey. They tried to stop our first show, but we had to come back, and we came back stronger. That's what we do over here. We take a licking and we keep on ticking, okay? The Sweet Pea Diaries right here on YouTube. I thank you guys for joining me. It is 92 of you here. You guys go ahead and hit that like button. I see all of your comments. It says, I've done the challenge with curly proverbs, and girl, my hair is really long and healthy. Okay, I'm going to check on that. I will check on that. Denny says, my mom loved having her hats, her wigs. Colin says, we stopped loving the skin we're in. Yep. Makeup says, ask Sweet Pea, when you done, can you look up the one with the rapper dude that was shot and killed, and later his body was in the club propped up on the wall? Yes, I did see that. I'm going to do that later in the week. Yep, I did see that. Now, why would she do that knowing her wig wasn't secure? Honey, that was the question I had. Girl, you ain't have your guts to be glued. And why you ain't have the combs in there? You needed to have something, honey. I don't know. Oh, Makeup Love said, it's cool. I just love Sweet Pea. Don't want her to go. Oh. No, I will be doing that later in the week. I have to, once I do it, I have to put it all together on the clips and stuff. I can't just look it up. I have to put it on the clip. So I will do that in our next celebrity gossip, and that will be coming up on Friday. All right, so you guys be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye, you guys.